Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom on this channel and we talk about it in a positive way. If that's something that appeals to you, you know you've come to the right place. This also happens to be Sunday on this channel, which it means it's Sci-Fi Sunday, where we talk about all things sci-fi, fantasy, and comic book related. And today we've got to talk about the brand new Conan movie that has been announced. That's right, so let's jump right into it. Alright, so if you're a fan of the 80s, you no doubt saw Conan the Barbarian, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. And maybe you know the character's origin story. All the way back in the 1930s, created by Robert E. Howard for Weird Tales magazine. And that, friends, was the beginning of this iconic character. So we have this scenario now where Arnold Schwarzenegger is the most known version of this character ever, and he is back. And he is back in a big way. This comes after the role has been played by a few other people over the years, but the one that is most notable to fans, of course, is Arnold. So the excitement level for this should be off the charts. But I haven't heard a lot of people talking about it yet, which is why I'm going to break down what we know so far. This comes from Arnold Schwarzenegger himself, and we'll break down a little bit more in a second, but Arnold Schwarzenegger officially is the one that announced the Conan the Barbarian sequel titled King Conan. And this project marks his long-awaited return to the character he played all the way back in 1982, 40 years ago. So what exactly does this mean? Well, of course, it means that Arnold Schwarzenegger is returning for King Conan, a new Conan the Barbarian movie from none other than 20th Century Studios. It has the Mission Impossible franchise's Christopher McQuarrie, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced that name, attached to write and direct it. And the sources have confirmed this. However, no one's really been talking about it. No one's been talking about it because the studios haven't officially said anything about it. So where is this information coming from? Why should we even be excited about this? Because if the studios haven't officially said a word about it, what's going on? Well, what's going on is that even though 20th Century Fox has not confirmed it, Arnold Schwarzenegger broke the news himself in an appearance at the Arnold Sports Festival in Columbus, Ohio. And this was around the beginning of March, so he's kind of addressed that this is going to happen. So, with King Conan, Arnold says, it's a great old story that Conan was 40 years as a king and now he gets forced out of the kingdom. And there's a conflict, of course, but somehow he comes back. And there's all kinds of madness, violence, magic, and creatures and stuff like that, Arnold Schwarzenegger told them. Now, it is worth noting that this story in 1982 saw Conan on a quest for revenge against James Earl Jones' character, and that was an epic movie. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you check it out. This sword and sorcery title grossed over 68 million worldwide, coming to be appreciated as a cult classic. And this is the thing, it spawned a sequel, Conan the Destroyer, all the way back in 1984. And this was kind of the thing. We were told all the way back then that, yeah, Arnold Schwarzenegger was going to make this a trilogy. And we never got a trilogy of this character. So I think it's kind of interesting that now we are possibly getting the trilogy that was promised to us all those years ago. Of course, there were people for years that I have heard saying that the next one would be Conan the King. So it only stands to reason that this movie would take so long to get made. And I appreciate that Arnold Schwarzenegger is willing to come back and reprise the role. Because there was an attempt to actually do another Conan with Jason Momoa starring, like we said, and this film grossed over $63 million worldwide and wasn't well enough received to press forward with any more sequels. And that's sad, because if you haven't seen that one, I would recommend you check that one out as well. Neither of the versions of the film are bad, just the Arnold Schwarzenegger one is a classic for a reason. And it's kind of one of those things. It happens very far and few between where a remake will outperform the original and become something that fans appreciate even more than the original movie itself. It's just not something that typically happens. There are times when it happens, but in the case of the Conan the Barbarian movie, I get it. I liked the Jason Momoa one, but it's never going to top that original movie. That entire feel, the entire vibe of that movie and the sequel were just so great that fans were clamoring for that last movie. So finally now we have it possibly happening. At least according to Arnold Schwarzenegger, this is going to happen. Now the real question becomes, if a film waits that long, does it really truly deserve a sequel? Because in more recent years, we've seen several sequels to movies that are 30, 40 years old. And these movies keep on coming. These sequels to these older movies keep on happening. And that's very interesting to me because I've always been like, hey, if it doesn't match up to the original, at least you have the original. And I say that about remakes and sequels. If you like all of one franchise and you just don't like the one movie, just take it out of your canon completely. You've heard me say that several times, and you'll hear me say that every single time too, because that's just how I feel about it. And honestly, when it comes to a movie like this, I think this could work. I think this could be something really interesting for the fans. I think that we could end up seeing something great, especially being that they are bringing in an older Conan who has been king, and then us getting to watch him have to fight back, have to regain his throne. That's something that is awesome to me. I like the heroes that are down on their luck. The heroes that have had something happen to them and now they have to fight their way back. That's always something that works for me. I don't like it when a hero succeeds too easily, but then I also know when a hero fails and they succeed the next time they try, that's not really saying that the hero failed. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's Conan the Barbarian being king for all those years and then getting overthrown, and now he's a much older Conan the Barbarian, and we're going to have all these fights and all this stuff going on in the movie, and he gets to fight his way back. I think this could be wonderful, but that, my friends, is where I'm going to leave it off to you guys. What are you guys thinking about this? Do you like this idea? Do you hate this idea? Is this a sequel you've been waiting for? Is this a sequel you think needed to be made? Do you think that this needs to happen, or do you think they should have left well enough alone? Would you rather have seen a sequel to the Jason Momoa one instead? Whatever you're thinking, there is no wrong answer here. We're all just fans having a conversation. So make sure you're leaving me that comment in the comment box below. Make sure you're sharing this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of our conversation. And then, if you like positive content, if you like to hear people talking positive about the fandoms you love, then you're going to want to hit that like button and let the algorithm know this. It can't hurt. It can only help. And if you like our channel personally, yes, you know what to do. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell right next to it so you never miss a single video we do. Because, friends, at the end of the day, I know it and you know it. Fandom is family.